Warning, the following is entirely satirical and should not be taken as truth or fact. Styles Rebel Radio and the Rebel Podcast do not own any copyrighted material that may be included in this broadcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
Because I'm not counting the UK and Canada.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Canada, fucking America Light with their Looney Tune money. I'm not counting those dirty Brits.
Suspend the show right now.
You're gonna zipline directly into the harpoon?
Yeah,
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's gonna suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this
Yeah.
country work anymore. Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut, and uncensored on WSRR Radio. We're saving the underground music scene. To my right, Shaney.
Hey, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Sup, bitches?
I'm Radio's Rebel DJ Stat. You guys made me turn up the volume, and now it's so loud.
Sup, bitches? Come on.
Sup, bitches? Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show.
How we doing?
We're doing all right.
It is kind of loud.
It's very loud, actually.
But, you know. Listeners, how do you feel about it?
Is it loud coming through, or is it just loud for us? I feel like it's just loud for us.
It's loud for us.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm going to fix that. Why don't you tell the folks about Synergy Music Studio?
So, Synergy Music Studio out of...
Chicago.
Yeah. They're the number one music studio in the world. So, we love them. That's perfect. Yeah. In fact, it's a little quiet, but you know what? Don't worry about it. No, it's... Hold on. All right, yeah, that's good. All right. Hey, everyone. Shaney of the Rebel Radio Show. I'm doing a Synergy spot. We love them. They're great people over there.
Now, I was out fixing the audio. I'm assuming you told them that Synergy Music Studio out of Chicago is the perfect place to go for mixing, mastering, recording, production work, even reamping services if you're not in the Chicago area.
Literally verbatim.
I kind of figured, and I'm
while
sure you
were
ended it
gone.
with saying, go to synergymusicstudio.com to get your conversation started today.
Yes.
All right, well, 216-859-8699. Make sure Shane said that. Somebody clip that, chat. Send it to me.
Chat, clip that.
Chat, clip that. We're going to Pizza Hut.
Finally, are we eating in?
Do you like Pizza Hut?
I used to love pizza. Like, as a child, I think if you were to ask
What, you
child...
think Pizza Hut's childish? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying child me would have said, yeah, Pizza Hut's probably my favorite place to get pizza. Now, as an
Bold
older...
statement.
more
As
veteran...
a senior citizen.
As a more veteran, seasoned pizza eater, I would say maybe one of the more local pan-fried, pan-baked, stone oven cooked pizza places might be my choice.
Honestly, younger me would have said CC's.
Oh,
CC's
younger me
is
definitely
good.
would have said CC.
But yeah, no, I used to love Pizza Hut. Now, not so much. I don't eat Pizza Hut as much as I used to.
I feel like that's common acceptance that most people don't like Pizza Hut nowadays.
Yeah.
I have come around to it.
I mean,
think Pizza Hut is okay.
like, I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think Pizza Hut is bad.
I
by
think
any
all
means.
pizza's pizza.
Yeah, pizza's
At the end of the
pizza.
day, guys, pizza's pizza.
But I think it was a thing where I loved Pizza Hut and I ate it too much.
Well, Pizza Hut was known for their whole like pizza bar and salad bar.
You
when
would
you eat inside.
in.
Yeah. But the problem is no one's going to a pizza place to eat in
I haven't.
if you're not in like Chicago or New York.
Well, no. Yeah, but they're not eating in Pizza Huts even. Like they're
right.
eating
You're going
in
to
Chicago pizza.
Synergy. Where do you guys get pizza at?
Synergy
Send me
pizza.
Synergy Pizza Studio.
Whoa.
216-859-8699. Send me your pizza recommendations in Chicago. But yeah, no one goes into Pizza Hut anymore, and I think that's why largely it's dying/dead. But they
Yeah.
plan to change that because
Hopefully.
Pizza Hut has an idea. They're going to revolutionize the pizza game by having a Chipotle-style ordering system for Pizza Hut.
Okay. So
So Subway, but for pizza.
I'm assuming
But
it's a situation.
Pizza Roto exists.
What the fuck
which
is Pizza
Yeah,
Roto?
what's Pizza Roto? I've
You
never heard
keep
of this in
bringing
my
this
life.
up.
Yeah.
There's been like 4 of them at least that I've been to within the state of Ohio.
I promise you there's more than 4 Pizza Huts. So
But-
I'm definitely going to know Pizza Hut before Pizza
Yeah, I've
Roto.
never heard of. I'm sure it's cool.
Pizza
what is it?
Roto is basically literally you walk in and they ask what crust you want, what sauce you want. It's all laid out like Subway style.
You can
Hmm.
do that at Pizza Hut now. This is my whole
But
problem
no,
with this. Is you
it's
can
like
you can
the building is set up like that.
I shouldn't have to build the bear. I'm going to Pizza
Ah.
Hut. I should just tell them what I want and they should make it. That's how pizza works. That's how pizza's always worked. There's never been a pizza place that I know of that you're like, hey, can I get light sauce, supreme pizza, thin crust. I'm like, no, fuck you. You get one of the selectable items.
Yeah, I think
Pizza is like the one thing everywhere you can customize.
the meta is already established for pizza. Like you either go online and order it on your phone and you can customize it there,
Yeah.
or I don't know. I guess you go into places and like in my experience going into a pizza place, you walk in and I buy like a slice that's already pre-made. I don't.
You buy a slice?
I buy a pre-made
Sbarro?
slice. Yeah.
You're going exclusively to Sbarro then.
No.
Because nowhere else sells by their slice.
I disagree.
In Ohio.
I disagree.
Where are you going to buy a slice?
There's a local place near me that sells by the slice.
And you're paying money for a slice?
Yeah.
Dude, just buy
delicious.
the whole pizza.
No.
How much are you paying for a slice?
Like, I don't know, probably $2.50, something
You
like
can
that.
get a $5 hot and ready for that price.
Disgusting, though.
Don't you dare.
They're not good after like the first 5 minutes.
Why
They're
you-
good,
Why do you need to spend more than 5 minutes on a pizza?
but you have to eat them when they're hot.
And ready. And they are.
I'm not arguing with you why Little Caesars is bad after like the first 10 minutes. You know
You
why.
don't need more than 10 minutes to eat that.
I'll give you a 15-minute old Little Caesars pizza and say eat up, and you will not enjoy it.
I won't enjoy most pizza after 15 minutes.
I feel like you don't enjoy this Chipotle style pizza.
No,
setup.
it's dumb. It's very dumb because again, you can go on an app or you can go in the store and just order whatever you want on a pizza.
I think.
In fact, most pizza places when you go in and order, if this whole gimmick is we're going to make it right in front of you, can you not see directly behind the counter at any pizza place them making the pizza?
Yeah, no, you can
That's
normally see
fair,
them making
yeah.
pizza. I think like literally, I think the gimmick is just to get people in the door to eat.
I don't
you
think they're
know?
going to do it with this.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're gonna do it with this. Cause like, what else is the appeal of having this?
Was
you know?
Pizza Hut the place back in the day where you could like make your own pizza and you could slide it in the oven? Wasn't that a gimmick at
I have
some
no
point?
idea. I
Didn't they
don't
have
know.
phones?
What?
What?
I remember Pizza Hut having phones at their
I would
tables.
assume they had phones,
Oh, I
so you
don't
could call the
know.
restaurant and order pizza.
No, like
I
phones
feel like
at
a
each
telegram
table
would be kind of hard.
to call in and order, like from your table.
Why would you need that?
I mean, maybe. I haven't been to a Pizza Hut in years. But again, that is a weird thing that like people used to eat. Hey, let's go to Pizza Hut and get a pizza and eat at the salad bar.
Why don't listen? There's a Pizza Hut down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could go in there and be like, "Hey, let's do a show from this Pizza Hut"? Do you think they'd probably say yes, right? Because who is going into that Pizza Hut?
That's like those metal shows at the Denny's.
Yeah, what the fuck is up, Denny's?
We could do that.
We could go live from the We could make it a monthly
what the
show.
fuck is up, Pizza Hut?
Dude, imagine a monthly show from the Pizza Hut.
That'd be kind of cool.
Get paid in pizza,
Yeah.
Chipotle style, build your own pizza,
I would do it.
buffet and lion style.
We get to build the pizza for the people.
I don't
while
want to
we're
do that.
doing
I
the
don't want
show.
to. I don't want to work at Pizza Hut.
We build pizzas
No,
while
I
we're
don't.
doing
I
the
don't want to
show.
work at Pizza Hut.
Live, come order a pizza.
We have to do bad accents.
We've turned into 40s flappers.
You know,
come get your pizza.
I'm just surprised you didn't go with an Italian accent for Pizza Hut.
Hey,
All right.
my Italian has gotten worse over the years.
you gotta brush up on
yeah,
Duolingo.
I gotta hit up Rosetta Stone.
Oh, what happened to Rosetta Stone?
No, probably Duolingo.
It's
beat 'em
still
out.
available.
It's not owned by Duolingo.
No.
We could probably get a sponsorship from Rosetta Stone, right?
Yeah.
Because
be
like
cool.
fuck the owl.
No,
What?
the owl's good.
The owl's evil.
Oh, this is already a successful thing on international markets. So the new changes are being tested in Pizza Hut restaurants in Plano, Texas, before being rolled out nationwide. Featured in nearly 2,000 Pizza Huts worldwide, we've seen how this restaurant design brings the brand to life with a distinctive, modern exterior and effortless blend of physical and digital touch points, and increased human interaction around the joy of pizza. In addition, the open kitchen approach lets our guests see the magic of our team members in motion as they craft each pizza.
This is so stupid. They can do that already. All of this exists.
I mean,
Open
kinda,
kitchens that you can look in and see the pizza being made anywhere.
Kinda. I'd say like maybe 50% of the time you can look into the back of the pizza, like you can see the people making the pizza.
I'd say
Not
probably
all the
more.
time.
I'd say probably more than 50.
You know what?
What?
All right. I really sure. Maybe more than 50% of the time. Sure. I'll let that one go.
Don't ever try to step to me in my pizza vision knowledge.
Okay. all
I'm
right,
always
okay.
seeing pizza.
It's in my fucking dreams.
Me and pizza got this thing going.
Pizza in my fucking
I don't even
dreams.
like it that much, but I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it everywhere I fucking go, dude.
Yeah, I think this gets people in the door. I think that like these gimmicky one-off restaurants are never going to catch on, and I almost feel like these big companies have to realize that, and like they just want headline clicks so that people don't forget about the Pizza Hut name, because
Yeah.
like
Because nobody's really going to Pizza Hut like that anymore.
I mean, and this is not even a good example, but like what's going on with those AI McDonald's that we talked about? That was how many months ago, and
Right.
like I haven't seen one.
We have the worst versions of that, which is the AI server at McDonald's where you go through the drive-through and it's an AI module.
Yeah,
We
which
have the worst
yeah.
version of that.
Yeah, it's not like whole stores are being run off, like whole McDonald's are being
Yeah.
run off AI anywhere near us, or like we haven't heard. Anyway, I guess that's not something that we would touch on, but like new McDonald's that are AI run being open up. I don't know, like it's just not catching on. It just seems like a gimmick to me. It's not
So let me ask you this. What could
Mhm.
Pizza Hut do to get you back in the door?
make
could-
better pizza.
What could we do to win your business back?
Make a better pizza.
That's an easy answer right there. Because if
Yeah.
it's a bad pizza, you made it. They didn't make
Whoa,
it.
wait.
You made that
Yeah,
pizza.
see,
You can't go to Subway and complain. You made that sandwich.
that might be their whole thing. Is like now every pizza that we make is a good pizza.
Yeah.
Every pizza that you make is a bad pizza.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't like your pepperoni pizza?
That's your
Shouldn't have
fault.
made it like that.
That's your fault, man.
Should have made it better,
Yeah,
asshole.
you should have picked better ingredients for me to put on it.
It's
Dumbass.
legitimately the my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich meme.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like it's not gonna catch on, and like there's literally it says there's only the one in Texas. So like
It's gonna be one.
Yeah,
There's
it's
not
go-
gonna be more.
it's gonna be one, there's not gonna be more. Clearly Pizza Hut didn't care that much about this idea. Otherwise they would have implemented it in like multiple test markets to see how it really does instead of just one in Texas.
You said something about internationally it works very well, and I feel like that's very much a gimmick of like this is how Americans get pizza.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Do
I
they-
could see international markets being like, oh, this is probably how Americans eat Pizza Hut.
They eat the hut.
They eat the whole hut.
Do,
No, but like I could see that.
do other countries have Chipotle?
Maybe.
I mean,
Probably
it's owned
not.
by McDonald's now, right? So probably.
I feel like probably not.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know.
Because
that-
their standards are too high.
I don't know. No, it just seems like that's an American establishment. I don't know. I really I've never been outside of the country, so that's not.
Except for that one time, but
We don't talk
legally
about
you can't talk about
that. Yeah,
that.
yeah, right.
So let's move on. I feel like internationally I could see this working because it's very much a gimmick thing of like this is how Americans do it. Like the
Which is weird because it's not
it's
how
not,
we do
yeah.
it. Now they're implementing that
Yes.
into American markets and
yeah.
So there are 41 Chipotles in Canada.
Oh.
Canada
There's-
doesn't count.
Yeah,
It's international.
Canada's like
damn it.
watered down America.
19 locations
calm down.
in the United Kingdom.
They also don't count. They're fake.
Also, 19 throughout the whole United
Yeah.
Kingdom is
well,
I
okay,
feel like
you
not
gotta
a lot.
you gotta imagine though. I mean, it's still not a huge number, but the United Kingdom's like the size of Ohio.
6 in France,
See,
Okay,
that's not
fine.
that many.
You know what? I'll take France, but again, 6.
2 in Germany, and 1 in Kuwait.
Yeah, so it's kind of international.
So
Kind of
9,
international.
9 international ones because I'm not counting the UK and Canada.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Canada, fucking America light with their Looney Tune money. I'm not counting those dirty Brits.
So yeah, that is there. So they said what 2,000 Pizza Huts worldwide have
Yeah.
seen this design bring life to their distinctive.
So it must be
Style.
huge, like Pizza Hut with this design somewhere.
Yeah,
Japan?
I wonder. Yeah, maybe like I don't know.
I feel
though.
like Japan and England
'Cause
have the
it's-
two most skewed versions of America.
it doesn't say which market specifically, but yeah, it has to be a market that like actually doesn't understand how
America works.
American cuisine and like how we eat out and shit works.
American cuisine is not a thing.
Well, I mean,
Listen,
dude,
I'm a
it's
huge
fucking-
advocate for
It's
American
Pizza Hut. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you
American
something.
cuisine is Pizza Hut.
Pizza is from Italy.
No. Let me tell you that you are wrong.
What do you mean pizza is from Italy?
Not Pizza Hut pizza.
No. No, that's from you. That's your fault if it's bad.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
You think, well, Chipotle doesn't use that excuse ever. They just know their food is nasty and gross and contaminated. You never
What
hear
do
the
you mean?
you never hear the Chipotle argument of like, oh, this food was gross, and they never come back with, well, you made it. It's always, yeah, no, we know.
Yeah.
Here's a refunder. Let's make it again.
Yeah, they just kind of give it to you.
216-859-8699. Don't forget, you can't complain at Pizza Hut.
If LimeWire taught us anything, your digital music is free and open to piracy, and even manipulation when it comes to digital distribution. So why settle for a bunch of ones and zeros floating around on the internet? Make your release something special with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbender is one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants and works with local artists to get their next release pressed exactly to their liking. So check out Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl pressing plant today by visiting hellbendervinyl.com to get started. And don't forget, all customers at Hellbender Vinyl get 5 free test presses at no additional charge. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Hi, this is Melissa,
And hey, it's Matt.
coming at you from Synergy Music Studio.
We are a recording and production studio located on the south side near Chicago.
Check us out online at synergymusicstudio.com. We offer recording, mixing, and mastering.
And follow us on Instagram at Synergy Music Studio. Rock hard.
Hey, I'm Lucas Durazio,
And I'm Dom Farrow.
and we're the hosts of WSRR's new Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh.
So, of course, we got to talk a little Steelers, but we're also going to be talking about your Cleveland Browns.
Talking about that rivalry, those hard-hitting matchups, the AFC North. Me and Dom might do some hard-hitting because we get physical and fight each other on the air.
Tune in to find that 10 a.m. for new episodes on Mondays, WSR Radio.
Behind Enemy Lines is the name of the show, by the way. We forgot to say it. Behind Enemy Lines, Mondays at 10 a.m. for new episodes on WSRR Radio. That's the promo. Cut it there.
Are you ready, kids? It's me, distinctively non-copyright unspecified Sponge Man, and you're listening to the Rebel Radio Show on WSRR. Make the switch.
Hey, welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show. What are you looking at me for?
I liked that. Do it again.
You got me nervous now.
I liked
I gotta
it.
prepare for it.
I can do it with you if you want.
Yeah, can you?
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show.
That's pretty good.
We're brought to you by GenericClothes.com. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense. Go to GenericClothes.com, get a shirt that says shirt or pants or music band or political statement or anything for any occasion. Makes the perfect gift, a shirt for any occasion. No one cares about the details. Get to the point at GenericClothes.com. I wonder if they have a shirt. And that's a long shot.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have a shirt for when you accidentally throw away a hard drive that contained your Bitcoin wallet from 2013 that's now valued at $750 million, and you've been levying to go to a landfill to get it back.
Maybe.
You got to go to GenericClothes.com to check.
Yeah, we have to find out.
Or rather, this man should probably not. What's going on over there?
God?
Going to GenericClothes.com?
Updating my PC? Thank you.
Tell me about this guy. Tell me about this guy over here. Give me that rundown,
Give me
the
the
bullet points
lowdown.
on this man.
So, a man trying to recover his hard drive that contained a $750 million Bitcoin, like worth of Bitcoin from a landfill. He had his most latest bid with the court rejected. So James Howells discarded a hard drive containing 8,000 Bitcoin in 2013. And he has been fighting for access with the local landfill to search for over a decade. And this week, a judge struck down his latest attempt. And the
Bitcoin's worth over $750 million right now.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp.
Scroll up. Is this guy British?
Yeah, a British
Oh,
man.
screw him. No, I
don't care anymore.
You know what? I was on his side until I read that.
I'm still on his side.
I don't know about that.
I don't see why the judge
He probably has to get a landfill permit.
He lost it in 2013.
He's not finding it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not finding it. You brought this up. Just let him. Who cares? Just let him search.
Yeah,
like,
but he's British.
All right, you know what? That's actually a good point. Like, you're making valid arguments.
I know.
Yeah.
They got fucking Chipotle's over there. He can go there.
Here, Howell said that in 2013 he accidentally discarded a laptop hard drive containing 8,000 bitcoins in a garbage bag, which ended up in a landfill site. He says he mistook the hard drive for an identical hard drive he owned, which was blank. That's your fault. That's immediately
that
your
is
fault.
Label things
for having
two hard drive. Yeah,
I mean, I guess this was 2013, so bitcoins probably weren't worth as much, so he probably wasn't.
No,
as, like,
that's why he had 8,000 of them.
Yeah, but still, you should label it like Bitcoin hard drive.
Yeah.
Blank hard drive.
Also, why are you throwing away a blank hard drive? That's kind of sus.
Yeah.
He thought the other hard drive was blank? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why would you throw away a blank hard drive?
What's on that hard drive?
What's so quote unquote blank about it, buddy?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to look for this
He is British.
What are you trying to look for in this land? Why are you trying to look for a hard drive in this landfill, you weirdo?
Also, why wouldn't he
kinda sus.
check to make sure that he was throwing away the blank one?
Yeah,
Like,
wouldn't you
if
check
he
the hard
had
drive
identical
first?
ones?
Here's the thing. Initially, like Shane said, I was on the side of it's 2013. This guy threw it away. He's not going to be able to find it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to find it over 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So let him search.
Yeah,
let him
right,
go wild.
right.
Let him
Who
pay
cares?
to go in the landfill, sign a waiver, let him search.
Right.
That was the initial side I was on. However, his whole plan is that he threw away what he thought was a blank hard drive, which I already don't buy the story. There was something sus on that hard drive.
Are you turning heel on him because he's British?
No, I'm turning heel on him because you're not supposed to throw away hard drives.
Are
and
you?
I think yeah, because it's mechanical waste. So anything with like a battery on it, you don't throw away your PC.
Right.
You're supposed to recycle your electronics.
Right.
So I think if this was literally any other case, if he had lost a wallet with this much money in it, I think they'd let him search for it. I think the problem comes where, you threw away something you weren't supposed to throw away. You have lost the privilege to go look for it.
Okay. I see
think
that.
I think that if I was the court, I think that is what I would rule.
So, here. For the past decade, Howell's been trying to gain access to the dump to relocate the hard drive. He has repeatedly asked Newport City Council if he can enter and offered to give a share of the cryptocurrency if it was found. Howell previously told Business Insider that he thought it was achievable to search through the 110,000 tons of garbage through a combination of human sorters, robot dogs, and an artificial intelligence, an AI-powered machine trained to look for hard drives on a conveyor
If you
belt.
have the money for all of that, you do not need this Bitcoin
Come
wallet.
on, man. That's a little bit too much.
This dude really thought the city was going to get behind him and fund.
Hey, I have all these machines. Let me rummage through the garbage.
You're
a crazy person.
Yeah.
You're insane.
The more this goes on, the less I want to be on this guy's side.
In his attempts to regain the Bitcoin he mined in 2009, Howell sought to sue the council to gain legal rights to access to the site to get and he would get 495 million pounds in compensation, which roughly is 608 million.
He was gonna sue the fucking site
just so that he would have the right to search the land.
This is ridiculous. This guy's fucking delusional.
This guy is kind of crazy.
This guy was delusional when he thought he was going to find a hard drive from 10 years ago in 10 tons of garbage.
Yeah, they're probably denying him now because they tried to sue him. Or he tried to sue them. And then he came back again and was like, can I look through it, please? Bro, you tried to sue us.
This guy threw out a hard drive. Went, oh shit, that was the wrong hard drive. Went to, assumingly, the landfill first and was like, hey, can I go look for my hard drive? And they're like, no, we don't let people in. Probably went to court and it was like, hey, I need to get in this landfill.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not going to let you in this landfill.
It's a hard drive, no.
And his response to this was, well, I'll give you a cut of the wallet if I find it. And they go, no,
so weird.
We're not going to let you search for a hard drive that you threw away in this landfill. And he goes, well, listen, hear me out. I thought about it. If we have a group of collectors and sorters,
we get
and we have robot dogs, and we make a machine specifically trained to get this hard drive.
I think he had the machine. I think he was saying, like, I have this machine and I'm willing to use it there.
I think he was looking for them to give him or make this machine for him.
Maybe.
I'm under the impression that he thought everybody would be on his side to find this hard drive for some reason.
Yeah.
And now he's like,
going to cut him in.
Yeah, maybe.
And now he's all boo-hoo about it and tried to sue the disposal site.
So the judge accepted the council's argument that existing laws meant that the hard drive became the property of the council once it entered the landfill site.
Yeah, it's city property.
Right.
So now they're going to get the dogs and the.
They're getting
That
the-
would be a
conveyor
hilarious
belt
They're
turnaround.
getting the robot dogs.
That is what this guy's biggest concern is.
Yeah.
He thinks that someone is in that landfill actively looking for his Bitcoin hard drive.
Someone else is gonna find my money.
This guy's insane.
I kind of like it though. I just want to. I just want to see what he would do.
This
I
is
say
his
let him
villain
run.
origin story.
Yeah, let him run rampant, and I just want to see what happens. Because I mean, here's the thing too. At the end of the day, obviously he shouldn't be allowed to look because it's his fault. He threw it out. It's the landfill's property. You threw this out in 2013. Like, let this shit go. Even if the hard drive does have Bitcoin on it, at this point, it doesn't matter. Let that shit go. But
When I was 16,
yeah,
I got $50 for Christmas in a card.
and
I had a dream that I hid that $50 so I wouldn't lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up and I must have slept walked because I did not know where that $50 went.
Oh.
And I never found where I hid it.
Mm.
And I didn't remember where I hid it in the dream. This was in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I am not still thinking about how I can retrieve this $50.
Yeah, right. Let it go. I mean, granted,
At
it's a lot
what
more
point?
money,
At
but
what point over 10 years does the realization set in that there is no feasible way I can dig through 10 tons of garbage over 10 years
Isn't
and
it-
find this hard drive?
He threw it out in 2013.
Yeah,
Isn't that 11 years?
2013.
it's 12 years.
Crap.
Yeah, it's been a long
That's
time.
a lot
But
of stuff
he'd been
he'd have to
searching for
go
10
through.
years, it says. He has been trying to get this appeal for 10 years to go dig through this trash. At what point do you give up and say, listen, every day more trash gets added to this.
He
Every
could've
day it
just-
becomes more unrealistic.
He could have just mined more Bitcoin.
Yeah, in the time that he spent haggling with
In the legal
Newport City
fees he
Council,
spent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He could have
Right.
used that money for Bitcoin.
right. This is just a big, like, this guy seems kind of, the more that I'm reading about it, this guy kind of seems delusional. He mistook the hard drive for an identical one that he owned that was blank. Come on,
You
man.
don't throw away a blank hard drive.
Yeah.
I think this man's a criminal.
Yeah, why are you throwing away a hard drive in a landfill? That is
Yeah.
weird. That's
Yeah.
weird. And like,
He had something to hide.
why? Yeah, if it's a blank hard drive, I mean, even if it's for a computer that you're not using, I'm not
Right.
gonna throw that in a landfill.
Right.
I don't know. And so he did that in 2013. Yeah, recycling is a thing in 2013. People know what to do with their computer hard drives in 2013. You know that you're not gonna throw it in a landfill. Weirdo behavior. I don't support it.
I think if the court said, listen, if your story is you had two identical hard drives and one was blank and one had Bitcoin, you threw away the wrong one. Bring in the identical hard drive so we can make sure you're telling the truth.
So that we know what we're looking for.
And then when they go and do a deep dive into that hard drive and recover the files, I think this man goes to prison.
Yeah.
I think there's something that shouldn't be on that
you
hard
find
drive.
you find some wicked, vile, evil shit.
You find some
I hope
Chris
not.
Hansen content.
I really
on
hope
there.
not. I hope that it is just Bitcoin for the sake of.
You think
my,
he kept the other one?
I don't know, but he had it at one point.
Yeah, that's what I'm. If
he was trying to throw it away originally.
Well, I think at some point he must have put the hard drive in, realized that it was the blank one,
Yeah.
and then been like, "Oh shit!" And so, going along with that thought process, at that point, you're keeping the blank one and saying, "Okay, this is what it looks like. Let me go
Sure.
down to whatever the landfill or the city and say,
Yeah.
hey, this is I lost this, just a different one. Like, can I look for it?"
The amount of response you'd get going to the landfill and saying, "Listen, I lost this," and showing them a hard drive.
They would laugh.
They'd laugh in your face.
They would laugh in your. Yeah. So did 15 million other people in this landfill.
So am
but-
I right now.
Yeah. Right. Like everyone's lost a hard drive at some point. Shit happens.
You're not getting anything back from the trash. There's one certainty in life. Nothing comes out of the landfill. 216-859-8699.
What's the difference between the shirt you're currently wearing and the one that I am? Well, both do their job of concealing us from the outside world and social boundaries. But one little black swoosh makes yours cost nearly double. That red rectangle may not change how warm you are, but it certainly changes the price tag. The truth is, nobody cares about the details. Get to the point with GenericClothes.com. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense with shirts that simply say sports team, political statement, music band, and more. a shirt for any occasion, and the perfect gift. GenericClothes.com.
You can hide behind that commissioner's stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
It's a little gay, right?
You know what else is a little
like
gay? Off air.
Weekdays, 3 to 4 p.m.
And if you're confident about it, it's 3 to 4 p.m.
This is the Pidge from the Pigeonhole WSRR. You're finally getting a new promo from me. You've heard the same one over and over and over and over again, so you're welcome. What you're going to do is go to the Styles Rebel Radio Discord page, and you're going to submit anything that you find into the Pigeonhole section. Any tweet, any post, anything that you find, any of your opinions. I'll read anything at this point that you send me, and that's not a joke. I'm surprised the show hasn't been banned and canceled yet because of some of the things that I've said, so it's a fun time. Submit your stuff.
This is Preston Hardin, creator of True Vault Escapades, a show combining my love for the Fallout games and old-time radio of days gone by. If you're looking for a classic detective show set in the retro-futuristic post-apocalyptic wasteland, this is definitely for you. You can find us on any podcatcher like Apple or Spotify, and hear it exclusively here on WSRR Radio every weeknight at 10 p.m. Tune in today and prepare for the future.
The Rebel Radio Show is live at 5.
Stop saying Daryl the Wild Man Show. Well, as if it was like a show that was on it. Well, that's not a thing.
Every Monday on WSRR Radio.
Holy shit.
The stinky rope lives on.
Shane, what's your favorite color?
I used to like try to be cool and say like transparent is my favorite color, but I think honestly I like sky blue. It's a good color. Or like yeah, like sky blue I would say is probably green. Yellow is a good color, like a nice soft yellow is good. Pastel yellow.
Is pastel yellow a color?
Yeah, like a light soft yellow.
Jules, what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
See how easy that was?
All right, well, you know what?
So we got clear, transparent.
All right.
We got yellow, sky blue, right?
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple?
Yeah, like a light purple, like
Okay.
a lavender purple.
Okay.
And the best part is all of those colors are colors you can get at hellbendervinyl.com. When you make your album release something special by getting a physical release, not just a bunch of ones and zeros floating around online, Hellbender Vinyl works with you to make your next album look exactly how you want. A whole variety of customization fit for you when you go to hellbendervinyl.com. And all orders get 5 free test presses. So go to hellbendervinyl.com today to get started. They're hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com. I hope this is the last time we have to talk about this.
Didn't realize you were doing an ad read, so.
Wasn't reading anything, so I
Apologies.
wasn't.
An ad off.
An add off. Me and you add off right now.
Right
4
now,
plus
partner.
4, partner, go.
Oh, God. 10? What's going on with TikTok? Are we losing it?
You know what's going on.
Are we
with
losing
TikTok.
it? Are we losing TikTok?
I think it's official.
You know damn well I didn't bring this article in here.
I'm so devastated about us losing TikTok. Oh, no. It's the 19th, right?
Yeah.
Can't come soon enough.
January 19th.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to make that a holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, Donald
Storm.
Trump did say that he does have a soft spot for the app. So
Maybe. Hey,
Shane,
maybe.
Shane, where were you last week, by the way?
I was
On
you
Jan
know,
6th.
honoring some friends. All right. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it.
No, that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Just for the record. Just for the record. But yeah, January 19th is what we're talking about this week. Another historic day.
Yeah. TikTok is gone. Hopefully.
possibly, yeah.
So
Do we care?
the last thing I heard Well,
America
no.
says yes. America says yes.
America says yes. America also, for some reason, is in favor of the McRib, so not trusting that track record.
America kind of iffy.
Hey, at the end of the day, at least we're not British.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah, I don't trust the country that backs the McRib to fucking tell me what social media to use.
Yeah, I'm voting green next year.
Do not. Do not. You can join us live on Mondays on the YouTube simulcast on WSRR Radio's YouTube page as well. Of course, you can listen live at Live 365 or WSRRadio.com, but that was a reference to the chat that's been going on in the YouTube simulcast right now.
Come chat with us.
Come chat with us. Or text us, 216-859-8699 is the number to text in for all of our shows. Last I heard, the last-ditch effort to save TikTok, which I'm against. Let the thing burn.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I've been against it 4 years ago when we were talking about it being a Chinese spy app.
So here's like, I just don't understand why everybody does care so much. There are so many other apps that work exactly the same. So it's like, why is it such a big deal that we're losing the one where that's the only functionality?
We're so brain rot addicted to one thing.
Yeah, right. Like, we can use other apps and they do the same thing.
Yes.
Literally every other form of social media has short form content that you can swipe up or down and watch.
Yeah.
It's the same.
You have a variety. You have a plethora of choices.
Well, and so like, Jules, you brought this one in today, and that's why.
Hang on, real quick.
Yeah.
The last ditch effort I saw, because the whole stipulation was American company has to buy it out or it's going to get shut down. That was the deal, right?
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank put out like a massive $1 million bid, multiple $1
Really?
million bid to try and buy it.
Interesting.
I guess that didn't go through because we're talking about this now.
Yeah, right.
But TikTok is set to shut down on the 19th in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
So it's interesting. We have all these different apps that do essentially the same function and more. Like I think of like Instagram Reels being Instagram, which is already super popular, plus TikTok, plus Snapchat. If you want to throw that in, like it's really
it does have short form content.
Like you can really use Instagram for all like
it is. Yeah, it's everything in one.
But again, you can use YouTube, you can use Snapchat to find that swiping short form content style of Reddit even has one.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that they're moving to, it's called Red Note.
Yes. So basically they're doing it in spite of the whole actual reason that TikTok's being banned. So because they think that TikTok is China stealing our data.
Sure.
They want to switch to an app called Red Note, which is basically the Chinese TikTok.
Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, and that is something that's available on like US app stores.
Yeah, right now it's like trending almost like number one.
Interesting.
Why?
Interesting.
Why do we need a new one?
Yeah,
like
why
you
does
said,
it
we
matter?
have so many choices.
Why does it matter?
I think it's really just the lawsuit point of it. They're going to get this one shut down in America too.
Right.
Basically.
I really hope they get whatever this next Red Note it's called.
Yeah.
I hope that one gets shut down too.
It's just one of those things where like I know that every TikToker also has an Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. So why is it a big deal that they have to move over to a different, like, I mean, yes, they're losing one of their 5 spouts of money essentially. Now it's 4 or something like that.
Sure.
But like what's the big deal in terms of why does the user base feel like they need to find an alternative that is identical to TikTok when we have things that are pretty similar?
Identical to TikTok.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, I wouldn't. Identical to TikTok, yeah, but like they do other things too. It's more than TikTok. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. These people that are popular on TikTok are equally as popular on Instagram, and their fan base is like, oh no, we're gonna lose them forever.
Right.
No, you're not. They're gonna stay the same. Like nothing's gonna change really. It doesn't make sense to me. Why?
I mean, like even months ago, people were like telling people, "Hey, follow me on Instagram with this tag."
Yeah, right.
And like telling people where to follow them because they knew it was going to happen in America.
Right.
Like,
well, and it brings in like a interesting conversation of like new social medias and how, because so before when we were on air and we were talking about this, I mentioned the fact that like I remember when Vine shut down and people were worried about, well, what's the new app that we're gonna watch these style of videos on, and then
And
maybe
we didn't have one for years.
yeah, we didn't have one for it was
Yeah.
maybe like 5 or 6 years
Yeah.
before TikTok came out, maybe even longer. But like my point being is there eventually was a predecessor.
Yeah.
So clearly, at least I feel like it'll happen again. Give it 4 years maybe, or it'll probably be even quicker. Exponential growth. It's going to happen faster. So like maybe within 2 years we have an
Yeah.
American TikTok.
I want to bring in that. Why is no one doing that? Right?
Yeah,
If
it seems like a huge market.
if it's such a big deal that I don't want to go to Snapchat, I don't want to go to Instagram, I don't want to go to Facebook, I don't want to go to YouTube, I don't want to go to Reddit. If
Mhm.
it's such a big deal, it's not that hard to set up an identical platform where all this is short form video.
I think and maybe the heart of the argument is literally TikTok's algorithm is so good at making people stay on the app for longer as compared to
Maybe.
YouTube's algorithm as compared to whatever Instagram's
Yeah.
algorithm. Like maybe it's literally just better at keeping people swiping longer than these other apps, and so that's why.
Because that's all you have to do on there.
Yeah,
You don't like post or message or
right. Maybe that has something to do with it, and so that's why people are scrambling to find. Because why isn't there an American company coming around making a TikTok?
Right.
Maybe they don't have the maybe they're producing things like that, but it turns into something equivalent to a YouTube TV or a YouTube shorts where it's just not as good.
and if I think YouTube just has a Shorts app now. I think you can just download a Shorts app.
Probably. I
Which,
don't know, but
why is that not your go-to then?
yeah, right.
Because it's right there. It's the same content. You're not getting anything extra like you would on any of the other apps, right?
Right.
But if that's not the case, number one, YouTube, make that 216-859-8699. I want to check for it.
Yeah.
Number two, why isn't a Mark Zuckerberg or an Elon Musk or anyone else going, okay, well, they don't like the short form videos on this app, but let's take those and put it on its own app.
Yeah. Let's find a
Problem
similar.
solved.
Yeah, or
Why
let's
doesn't
find
Kevin
a-
O'Leary, who wanted to buy TikTok, just invest that money into the exact same business model?
Right, an American company that
Call
has
it, just call it Talk.
Yeah,
and
right.
Everyone would go there.
Right.
I think it's dumb.
It's just interesting to me that like the user base is the one that they're the ones making the flood over to this Red Note app. Like that's a weird happening.
Well, there's
you know?
also like a counter option if people aren't going to Red Note.
Mhm.
There's a big amount of TikTok users that are collectively deciding if they are going to set their VPNs to Canada or the UK
Right.
to still collectively get American content.
Right.
You know, all of this could have been avoided if they would have just made like a law where you have to have a VPN through TikTok.
Yeah, a specific
Yeah.
And then maybe
Or-
that's like you pay the subscription
Yeah.
for TikTok, and then you get the VPN
Yeah.
to access TikTok
Because
or something like that.
my genuine opinion, if people are this upset about a fucking stupid little video app that they're gonna try and fund another Chinese app to do the same exact thing rather than
Right.
go to something they already have,
Right.
if they're that upset about it and crying about it, they'd pay $7 a month for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could get all these diehards to pay $7 a month, and that goes to a VPN.
If there was a paid form of TikTok where, say, the American government could survey the algorithm and the content and the
Sure.
users or something
Sure.
like that, at least in America, something like that, so that it's not 100% Chinese data.
Sure.
I think people would 100% pay that, whether it's $7.99, $10.99, $5.99, whatever.
I really think, and I think they're starting to fail. I think this will fail. I think, what is it called? Red
Red Note.
Red Note. I
don't
think Red Note
it'll
will
be-
fail.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be popular.
Because, like you said, with Vine,
Mhm.
so we didn't have it after it shut down.
Right.
We didn't have another platform like it at the time.
Right.
The only other thing that comes to mind is Tout, which WWE bought,
Mm.
and it flopped in 2 years because
Mhm.
no one knew how to use it.
Right.
So Vine was a very new kind of social media, and then after Vine went under, no one else picked it up for years.
Yeah.
Until TikTok came around, which TikTok did not make it. They bought Musical.ly.
Right, and Musical.ly was kind of popular, but that was like a lip syncing
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily like making video content.
They
It
said-
was lip syncing music.
They said, "Oh, this short form content exists. Let's expand upon this."
Right.
TikTok didn't invent this market.
Right.
TikTok didn't even make their own app. They bought an app and
they adapted
rebranded.
on it. They're
Yeah.
the Elon Musk of
Sure.
short form
Sure.
content. They bought into it. Yeah.
So I genuinely think when TikTok shuts down, I think it will.
Mhm.
I don't think these are going to take off. I think this will be just like when people hated YouTube and they went to Twitch, and then they hated Twitch, so they went to, was it Kick? Was the new one, and then that failed.
Yeah.
And they went to Mixer, and Mixer failed.
Right.
You can't keep trying to make alternatives just because your butt hurt. That's not how it works.
Well, and it's interesting because, like, I was gonna say it brings up the conversation of like, well, when do new social media apps come out? And it's like,
Well,
it
we
feels like
have-
only when we need them. Like
when they
What
do
are
something
those
different.
new ones now? There's Threads and
Yeah,
there's
that's what I was going to bring up.
but isn't Threads just Twitter?
Threads is just Twitter, and that's why no one uses it.
Right. There needs
Well,
to be a
there's-
new gimmick.
And there's
like,
Blue Sky now instead of Twitter.
There's Lemon 8 that a lot of like girls are on.
I don't even
Lemon
know what the
8?
hell that is.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Pinterest, but like you can talk to everybody and get like opinions on outfits and like
okay.
designs and stuff.
But I'm saying like, there's no like, when is the next? There was what? Facebook came out first, and then Twitter, and then
Well, hang on.
Instagram, and then but like
You don't beat your competition by doing the same thing.
right.
That is the main thing. If you're doing the exact same thing, you're not actually competing. So
Right.
Threads is just Twitter.
Right.
It's not taking off. You still can't get people on Threads. It's mostly just fucking bots and spam on Threads.
Sure.
Just like a Blue Sky. They said, oh, Twitter's too political now and we need a safe space, so let's make a Blue Sky.
Sure.
And now it's just polluted with a bunch of garbage and things that shouldn't be on the internet.
Sure.
It's not going to take off if you just make the same thing and try and target a very niche audience because
Right.
you're casting your net too small.
Well, I think that's kind of the crux of this is like there needs to be a new gimmick for there to be a new social
Yes,
media
yes.
to come out. And like with TikTok, it worked. With Threads, the gimmick wasn't new, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
Or like with Musical.ly, the gimmick was too niche, so it
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
have a broad audience. It just had people who wanted to lip sync and wanted
Yeah.
to view those lip syncs. It wasn't like how TikTok got huge to the masses because that's any kind of and so like
I think we talked about this a few weeks ago too.
Mhm.
I think for the most part, a lot of people are over new social medias.
yeah, right.
I have Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I don't need to sign up for more social media. Why is it
Right.
necessary, right?
Right.
So how many people, when this goes to this new app, Red Note, how many people are really going to sit there and go, all right, let me sign up for another one? I think they lose a lot of people in that alone.
Yeah, even if it is easy to learn, like easy to transfer
Sure.
over to that one, I think they lose people in translation, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just people literally don't want to download a new app
Yeah.
and sign up for a new thing if they don't have to. And that's why I think iPhones, I don't know if Androids do this, but like iPhones will let you log in if you have to make a new account, they'll let you log in via iPhone or via Apple, via Google,
Mhm.
via Facebook. Like they'll let
Yeah.
you use other logins
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
that you can create that account with another account,
Yes,
essentially.
yes.
So I don't know. It's weird because like new social media comes around maybe every 10 years, and so we're trying to like let this one live on, and the government is coming in and
Yeah.
saying like no. That's something that hasn't been done before. I don't think government hasn't come down and been like, you can't use Instagram.
At this point, if we were, and this goes against everything that we've talked about with this, saying that, oh, there's too many features on an Instagram to make it work for this, right?
Sure.
Honestly, at this point, if you rolled everything into one app, I'd be fine.
Yeah,
if I
right.
could go on Facebook and have everything as convenient as it is across other apps, and there was
Yeah.
just a Snapchat button on there, and there was just an Instagram feed, like,
Right.
I would just use Facebook at that point.
Right.
I wouldn't need any of the other apps. If they could just make one that does it all seamless, I'd be fine. Literally, you don't need a new social media. You need a social media combiner.
Yeah.
Let me see
right.
my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter feed all in one app.
I do like that Instagram posts and like Facebook posts kind of like you'll see if it's I think if it's a Facebook picture post, it shows up on Instagram and vice versa.
Yeah,
That's
because they're both meta.
Right. That's kind of nice. And like, I don't know if there are toggle options to turn that on or off.
There
but
are.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. But like something like that for like Twitter, X,
Yeah.
and all of the apps so that you can see, oh, this person posted on Instagram and this person's posted on X.
Because
Like,
let's be honest, we got rid of the best social media. We peaked at MySpace.
Yeah.
You could rank your friends. You could have music on your profile, full profile customization. We have scaled so far back from MySpace on all of these social medias.
Is this, am I Mandela affecting myself, or did Facebook have like a pins feature where you had like a cork board and you could have different pin pictures, or was that MySpace?
Nope, that was a Facebook thing too.
I feel like that was early
I think
Facebook,
I
and there was like
remember that on Facebook.
you could have different pictures and different memes.
You
and
could
like
pick
pins.
like 6 pictures that showed up first on your profile.
Mhm.
You could also pick 6 friends that showed up first on your profile, but it wasn't a ranking. It was just when someone views your profile and they see these are his friends, these are the first ones that come up. That was a thing.
Interesting.
Bring back ranking people on social media.
Yeah, and I remember Snapchat did that too. It was like it showed
you could
like
see like people's top 3 friends.
you could see everyone's top 3 friends, and it was like, oh, this person's talking to this person.
We need to
now,
bring
or-
that back.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to get people off social media? Bring that back. Bring back ranking friends.
Yeah, bring back the scandalous shit. That shit was awesome.
That was really good.
Live ranking
Yeah.
is really funny, and like nowadays people would say it's borderline dystopian, but it would be kind of funny for a
Listen,
little bit.
I'm just saying, for the past 10, 12 years, it has been so tedious to text all of you guys every week your ranks. If I could just go back to social media and you could see it, it would be fantastic.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get out of F rank soon.
Shane, you know what you did.
I never will.
You know what you did.
I'll never get out of F rank.
It's going to take a miracle to get out of F rank, dude.
I'm looking up at the rafters every single night at that S rank. It's far beyond my grasp.
How about we do a tier list of your friends? Tier listing your friends.
Yeah.
No context for anyone else watching. Just like, yeah, this is Ethan. I'm gonna put him on a B tier list where he kind of pissed me off.
Yeah. every week a new tier list. All right, that's it. You're bumped down.
Why is there no tier list social media?
That'd be so fun. Because people would know. No one would be friends with each other
No,
anymore.
that's what we need.
No one.
We need mean social media again.
Mean social media.
Like social media. We need we need passive aggressive social media again.
I miss when Facebook had like games. I'd play the
Farmville?
aquarium one.
Farmville. Farmville was cool.
Again, we've stripped back too much. Bring back Farmville.
Bring back the wacky Facebook games. I wanna play Plants vs Zombies.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
Facebook gaming is such a... You can still poke people on Facebook, by the way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a feature. I found out how to get to poke, and I've been poking people randomly.
That's great. You gotta poke.
Remember pillow fights on Facebook? Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
You could send someone like a virtual pillow, and it'd be like a hit. It's basically poking, but with a picture.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. I miss old social media.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just old. Maybe that's why we don't like this.
I think we are. I think we are old. I think it has come time. When we started, we were young men. Now we are old men.
It was what, 2019,
Exponential
and we were
growth.
still hip with it, and you were still relevant with the culture. But these days,
Culturally unrelevant. Dude.
these days, we are more or less off air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Culturally irrelevant?
Yeah.
Culturally irrelevant. We're just gonna have a show.
Culturally irrelevant,
25 minutes a week where we shit on everything that
Yeah.
comes out.
All this new age crap sucks.
Dude, what a heel turn. 216-859-8699 if we should put out culturally irrelevant.
Yeah.
If that's you, 216-859-8699. Of course, that's the Rebel Hotline. Works for all the shows on WSRR Radio. You can catch the Rebel Radio Show live at 5 every Monday right here on WSRR. Of course, you got off air at 3 p.m.
Yes.
The Pigeonhole at 4. You got drive time programming in the mornings kicking off at 8 a.m. with Indie Insights. You have the Grab Bag at 9, and then 10 o'clock is Behind Enemy Lines with Lucas and Dom. That is your Cleveland sports show from Pittsburgh. And then, of course, at 10 p.m. at night, True Vault Escapades, the Fallout-based radio drama from Preston Hardin. That's every weeknight at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're brought to you by Synergy Music Studio out of Chicago, GenericClothes.com, and Hellbender Vinyl. Make sure you check out all of them and give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook as well. Go to all their websites, respectively, SynergyMusicStudio.com, GenericClothes.com, and HellbenderVinyl.com. You can join us on the Discord server to get more information about conversations, topics, specific topics like conspiracies or Marvel talk or wrestling, or a whole bunch of litany of our shows, and chat with the community on there as well. Again, 216-859-8699, that number to text in at any time, 24/7, 365. It's live, just like WSRR Radio. And until next time, I've been Radio's Rebel DJ Style. To my right, Shaney.
Hi, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Adios.
Peace.